Hi, this is Michael William Denny of the ThunderWizard.com YouTube channel. So today I want to talk to you about the chakras. What are the chakras? Are the chakras dangerous? In this video I'm going to explain to you what the chakras really are. I'm going to give you some information you've probably never heard before about what the chakras are. And more importantly, what do you need to know? What do you need to do in order to interface with these chakras in order to achieve your spiritual enlightenment? So we're going to be talking about that. So the first thing I want to do is that first I want to clear up some misconception out there. There's some misconception out there that chakras are dangerous. Chakras are some kind of alien implant, that they're portals to the devil and realms of evil and all that. That's all nonsense. That would be like saying that your kidneys are evil and they're implants and we have to get rid of them. No, it's part of your body. It's the chakras are a natural part of your body, the same way that your heart, your liver, your kidneys, your stomach, your hair, your eyes, your teeth. It's just part of you. But they are important in terms of our spiritual maturity. So first, what I'm going to talk to you about in this video is I'm going to tell you what you need to know, how you can use the chakras and what you need to know about them in order to achieve spiritual enlightenment. Do you need to meditate? Do you need to focus on the chakras? I'm going to answer those questions for you. Second thing that we're going to do is we're going to talk about what they really are. And there's a lot of misconception about that. So let's start with that right now. What are the chakras? Well, the word chakra means disc or circle, wheel. And that's because in ancient times, shamans would see the chakras and they'd see them spinning. They're like vortexes that were spinning energetically. So a lot of people have an understanding that in order to achieve enlightenment, you have to open up the chakras. There's a lot of talk about opening up the chakras. And so people will do things like meditate on the chakras and meditate on the colors, and they'll spend time focusing on the chakras. They'll do chants and mantras with the hopes of opening their chakras so that they can achieve enlightenment. But really the chakras, first off, you can't meditate on a chakra. I know you don't want to hear that. There's all kinds of meditations out there where if you focus on the heart and you think of this color, it opens up the chakras. The truth of the matter is that those kinds of meditations, there's a lot of value in them, and people may have an experience. If you close your eyes and you focus on the heart center, a lot of the blood will focus there, a lot of your energy will focus there, your attention will focus there, and you may start to feel a tingling, you may start feeling an intensity. But really that's just superficial physical sensations. It doesn't mean that your chakra is opening. It is possible if you focus on the heart that you might be able to tap into aspects of the heart, but you can't open the chakras just by focusing and meditating on them. That is not how the chakras work. So I'm going to tell you exactly what the formula is to open up your chakras and to be able to achieve enlightenment by having all of your chakras open. It's a very simple process that any one of us can do. And it's this. You have to live your life in such a way that you mature on an emotional and spiritual level. Because the chakras open up by themselves through your life experience when you live in ways that connect to the values of each of the chakras. Okay, so let's talk about generally what the chakras are. So I'm going to go through all 7 of them, starting from the bottom. The first chakra is located at the base of the torso, which we would call the perineum, and this is called the root chakra. The root chakra has connections to physical security, things like your parents, things like authority figures, things like money, job, house, food, clothing, all the things that give you a sense of physical security. This is the main theme behind this root chakra. Most babies and most infants are completely connected to their root chakra. They're all about that. And as they grow older, they move up, and when they become teenagers and they hit puberty, then they get to the second chakra. The second chakra is the sacral chakra, or the sexual center. And when the sexual center becomes awakened through puberty, what happens is that teenagers get very interested in music and social connections and self-expression. And these are the themes of the sacral chakra. The lower level of creativity, the lower level of identity. And then we move up to the third chakra. Now this is about as far as most people get. Most people get to their third chakra, which is the navel chakra. The navel chakra has to do with personal power. It has to do with bravery. It has to do with making your mark in the world, about your career, about your stamp. And so this is why I said most people only get about that far. You know, people who are very powerful, have very strong navel chakras, whether they're good or bad. And this is the other thing, you know, just because a chakra is stimulated doesn't necessarily mean the person is operating on the positive or the negative. You know, that's up to the individual. But a strong navel chakra is very important in order to be successful in your career and in your life. Now, as the person continues to mature, ideally they move from the navel to the heart. It is the heart chakra that connects us to other people. The heart chakra has a strong connection to spirituality, but not true spirituality. It has to do with what I would call religion. Religion, literally the word religion means to bind together. And religions are how we bind ourselves to other human beings. But it's the first level of being able to empathize with other people. It is through the heart chakra that we connect with others. This is why love has to do with the heart chakra. I love you, you're so important to me. I don't know where I stop and you begin. This is the heart chakra, connecting to other people and connecting to the divine through a group. And this is why religions have such a strong connection to the heart chakra. Now, if the person moves beyond that, then they move to the throat chakra. And this is the chakra of the spiritual teacher, the spiritual masters, the gurus, the individual who's sitting on the mountaintop where people come up to him and he gives out his truth, he preaches from the mountaintop. It's about speaking your truth on one level, but it's also about connecting to the infinite on a personal level. So now you've moved beyond connecting to the infinite through this group, and now you no longer need the group, and now you're doing it on your own, and you have a personal relationship with the infinite. And this is when somebody becomes the first level of a teacher. When they move beyond that and they get further disconnected from their illusion of their identity, they get to the third eye. Now the third eye is not complete union with the divine, but it's much closer. And you're able to see into other realms. You're able to see the truth. You're able to discern. And you're able to see that this life that we live is actually an illusion. And so you learn to accept that illusion. You learn to accept this video game, this matrix, however you want to look at it. This is the aspects of the third eye. Then if the person moves on to the crown chakra, the crown chakra is where the person completely releases from their illusion of their self, their limited self, and they understand that they are connected to infinity. And they have this experience of being one with the universe. Now, most people believe that that is achieving enlightenment, but that's only half of the process of achieving enlightenment. The whole idea of enlightenment is not to let go of yourself and connect willy-nilly with infinity. That's part of it. The other half is then you take that experience of understanding that this whole life is an illusion, and connecting with the infinite, connecting with God, however you want to look at it, you then come back down through the chakras again. And so you go through all those levels of awareness, and you bring this understanding that this is all an illusion, and you have the understanding of being connected with complete infinity, and you bring it all the way back down to the root chakra. So when all of the chakras have been opened, going up, and then they've been completely reinvigorated, coming back down again, then the person can say they are enlightened. Now let me clear up something else. Enlightenment is not what we've been told. It's not this idea of becoming perfect or becoming, you know, a superhero, or, you know, I mean, that those kinds of things do happen, but the reality is that the most enlightened thing that you can do is become fully human. And so when all of the chakras have been opened, and then you descend back down into them again, now you're completely human and you learn how to live this life well. So that's the process of how the chakras are open. Now, how do you do that? Do you meditate? Yes, absolutely. Meditation is extremely important. Meditation, we've talked about that, connects to the three selves, but meditation itself isn't the be-all and end-all. Meditation is a tool. A tool for what? A tool to be able to make choices in your life. The choices that you make in your life take you through experiences which give you experience and give you maturity. So the bottom line is that there is no shortcut to enlightenment, and there is no shortcut to opening the chakras except by living in ways that give you maturity. So for instance, if you want to get past the root chakra, then you learn how to appreciate what you have and not to get caught up in the idea of I need more stuff in order to be happy. You learn that happiness doesn't come from things. Boom, you've now opened up your root chakra and you move to the sexual chakra. In the sexual chakra, you learn how to experience your creativity, your expression, but you don't get all wrapped up in your own ego, and you understand that, you know, sexuality and expressing yourself, you know, there's a responsibility there. And when you mature in that area, boom, you've opened up the sexual chakra. You get to the navel chakra, and once you get past the idea of wanting to dominate and control everybody and to rule the world, and you realize that you live with other people, you now have opened up the navel chakra. The heart chakra. When you get to the heart chakra and you realize that there is no one true religion, that all spirituality is valid, and that you see other people as yourself, you allow them their individuality, you support them on their journey, but you realize that working through groups is not the way to achieve connection with the divine. You move past the heart chakra. You have true compassion, which is, you know, this is a big one. Right here, what happens is when people get stuck here is when they have the truth, and people who want to come and convert you to their religion and say, if you don't believe in my religion, you're going to go to hell. That's somebody who's trapped here. Once you get past that, you realize that all religions have validity, all people have validity. Then the heart chakra is open. When you open up the throat chakra is when you get past getting to the point of being the spiritual master, and you realize that it's all interesting and an illusion, and you have awareness, but you move past that and you get the idea. The third eye and the crown chakra. This is how you open the chakras. It's through being a mature individual. How do you become a mature individual? As I said, it comes through experience as a result of making choices. Now, if you continue to make choices based on fear, based on selfishness, then you will stay trapped in the lower chakras. You will not open them. So if you're looking for a way to open your chakras, you can meditate. That won't hurt. But the real way to open the chakras is to meditate on what the chakras are about. What is the heart chakra about? What is the navel chakra about? And then seek to make choices that will give you some maturity in those areas. And as you mature, the chakras will naturally open and grant you spiritual enlightenment. So that's my video for today. If you like this channel, go ahead and support the channel here. If you can't see it, click below where it says support the channel. Also, subscribe, like, and comment. If you like what I'm saying, if you've had experience with the chakras, comment on it. If you hate what I'm saying, go ahead and comment on that too. And get this message out there. Share this channel with everybody that you can so that we can get this channel big. That's another way that you can support the channel. So stay tuned. There's a lot more to come.